Ugh. All right. Now that we're all set, move my microphone. I wonder how long this is going to be. Oh, what? Wow, we finally did it. We built a FruLink server to share updates with you Sunday. Don't I sound like super high-tech AI assistant? FruLink is a cutting-edge social media platform where you can read all sorts of news. We suggest to check it by visiting Main Story Act 2. But please know it may contain spoilers because we're just assholes like that. Chalet Secretariat Office. I already know all this shit. Do my rank. Damn. Well, let's get the last bit of pyros from this. Check on my club or whatever we call it. All right. Let's clean up. Oh, you don't get any pinks on this. I want the pinks. Let's see, 15 or 6 points. Alright. Story time. Let's finish up the story. The unexplainable abnormalities that have been popping up across Kivatos lore. Will the Fox Squad be able to restore their everyday lives and rescue the students who have vanished? Yes, okay. Squirm. Oh, another Otogi. It's hot. Ooh, a film grain. Hey, have you heard the rumor? What rumor? You know, how there's a bridge south of Shiro Unagi Station. You mean the one with no shade that goes over the river? It's grueling. Yeah, it's torture. That's why no one walks it. But get this. They say that some weirdo goes there every day at noon, right to the center of the bridge, and they exercise. So what? Maybe they're working out during their lunch break. Listen, I'm not finished. It gets stranger. They say this person's out there every day in a white jumpsuit. It's not a tracksuit, not a gym uniform. It's practically scuba wear. It happens so often that the locals call them the White Scarecrow. Maybe they're trying to lose water weight, like for a boxing match? All I know is that they're super jumpy. Whenever someone tries to approach them, they practically vanish into thin air. Almost no one's actually seen their face. That's pretty weird. Look at all these mobs. Wait, what do you mean by almost no one? You're saying someone's actually made eye contact with the Scarecrow? Yeah, a girl from the track team saw their face. I think seeing the White Scarecrow flee made her get competitive or something, so she chased him down and even caught up. When they saw the Scarecrow's face, she couldn't speak. What do you mean? As soon as the runner gazed into the Scarecrow's eyes, she broke into a cold, terrified sweat. Then she fainted. She's been shaking non-stop since. It's a living nightmare. And get this, she's been squirming. Squirming? You heard me. Squirming. Gross. That was short, okay? Look at this prison. Yay! Free Otogi. Between a superhuman and a fox. Oh god. Really is summer. It's so hot. How is it already so disgusting? Summer's not for a few more months. And the Correction Bureau's yard is the worst. There's no shade, everything's outside, and it's so blazing that I can see the heat lines rise from the ground. This is cruel and unusual punishment. What do they have? And what? They have this giant facility and don't have the budget for flimsy shade canopy? Look at them with all their gear off. It's kind of weird. I think it's more so the guards can keep an eye on us. Structures cast shadows, you know. That means blind spots. And that means more opportunities for inmates to escape. I heard the whole reason Wakamo broke out was because someone smuggled tools and stowed them behind a tree. Oh, the Wakamo, huh? I never liked her. I should have taught her a real lesson and made it so she wouldn't even dream of busting out. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Calm yourself, Kurumi. There are valuable and necessary laws preventing us from deploying excessive force. Someone pointed out, apparently Kurumi's a graduate of Ranger School because of this badge. It's crazy. Yeah, but now that we're stuck in the Corrections Bureau, I can't help but think about her. Between that and the heat, and I might be a little grumpy, okay? Nico, how are you not hot? You haven't even broken a sweat. I generally run pretty cold, I guess. It's actually pretty balmy out here. Weird. We all went through the same extreme heat training, so how do we have such different tolerances? Maybe it's genetics. I wonder, maybe it's because your assets are smaller than Nico's. What assets? Ears? Your ears? What did you think I was talking about? Oh, they say extremities are the most sensitive to temperature changes, right? Since Nico has such fluffy satellite dish ears, maybe that helps her dissipate heat. Come to think of it, my upper ears tend to heat up faster than the rest of my body during the summer. And in winter, my ears get so cold that they start hurting, which makes it hard to stay outside. I see. I guess there's no helping it then. She does have a lot of fluff on her ears. Still, I prefer winter over summer. I hate how my chest gets so sweaty and gross. Did you just cook your tongue at me? No way, it wasn't me. Liar, I heard you. A click and a tisk. What are you trying to say? They really have nothing better but to fight. And Yukino is still running laps. Yukino, when are you going to take a break? Rec time's almost over. One more lap. You know, Yukino's barely talked to us since we got locked up. She just works out all day. Maybe she needs some alone time to gather her thoughts. Damn, throwback. Volume 4. Oh, there's a lot for her to think about. I suppose so. I'm happy to see her feeling so motivated to train, but I hope she doesn't hurt herself. Alkaline tears. Can't waste my time here. I must be responsible. I need to learn more, try harder, and learn to trust others. It's time to grow up. But I don't wanna. Take responsibility for your actions. Who are you to call this a mission for the people? Do you know how much I lost because of your self-indulgence? What was that? Why am I singled out to suffer? Why am I the exception? Perhaps you should just have let the accident play out. I've got nothing more to say to you. Bring someone capable. Someone higher up. I need someone who can take responsibility. I'm still not sure what I should have done. Would it have solved itself in time as Sensei insisted? Or was it too much power? Was it a burden that only a superhuman like the President can bear? Was it always beyond my capability? Miss 55020? Please, inmate 5020, pardon me, but may I have a moment? The director's looking for someone. Isn't that Yukino's number? Yukino, hey, she wants you. Pull over. Is it Misuzu? It is Misuzu. I should do her story. I'm sorry, Miss Yukino. I understand that you have a lovely name and are not accustomed to answering to identification number. Unfortunately, it's bureau policy for public announcements. My apologies, Director. I got carried away with my workout. How may I help you? So cordial. You have a guest. Could you please freshen up and allow me to escort you to her? A guest? But I thought visiting hours were over. That's quite accurate, but this isn't any visitor, Miss Yukino. Is it Sensei? This is the General Student Council President. Oh. The General Student Council President? The fake one, I think. Director, if I may ask, it's really her? The General Student Council President is back? Yes, it's been quite the hullabaloo at Valkyrie. She's returned suddenly after her extended absence. It's caught all of us by surprise. She's already hard at work and is as brilliant as always. She's done wonders for our backlog. Perhaps she should help us at the Corrections Bureau next. She was going to return on a whim like this, then why did we go through all that trouble? Of course, every department at Valkyrie needs attention and care. Above all, we must address the Chief of Defense. My apologies. I was rambling on, as usual. Don't worry about it. Hello, John. As promised, we're going to do EX Lore Hunt. General Student Council President Yukino, inmate number 5020, is here, as you requested. Come in. It's an unfamiliar voice. No, rather than unfamiliar, something feels off. It's uncanny. This is the General Student Council President? What does she sound like again? I can't even remember her face. So Fox Squad might recall the original council president. Good to see you, Squad Leader Yukino. Ah, you got Kurumi, good. You are. Yes. The General Student Council President. I'm gonna fold. It's been a while. Oh, just instantly fixed. Instantly got. You have a different air about you. Is that so? I've been hearing that a lot lately. Well, I suppose it's been because I've been away for so long. I've changed, and so has Shale. Have a seat. We have much to discuss. I really like Kurumi's EX skill too. I've been catching up on the reports. A lot of history has been made in my absence. Like how Fox Squad helped Chief of Defense Kaya stage a coup. Correct. Don't worry, I'm not here to scold you, Squad Leader Yukino. In fact, I owe you an apology. I'm the one who disappeared without a word. I left everyone with improper guidance, and countless accidents and miscommunications erupted as a result. It was my responsibility, yes. Many students made incorrect choices while I was gone, but I can't hold them accountable for any of it. Except for Kaya. Because it was my mistake. It was my mistake. I recognize that sentence. I have no excuse for my abandonment. And I feel especially sorry to the squad members of SRT Academy. SRT was left weakened and aimless in my absence, which ultimately led to the dissolution of the Academy. Who were those girls left behind? The Rabbit Squad? First-year students, yes. I caused them a lot of grief. Once I finish my General Student Council duties, reviving SRT Academy will be my priority. I want those students to receive the best possible education. That's all I could ever hope for. However, that does not erase the damage you've caused as Akivatos civilians. Sabotaging infrastructure, sniping the General Student Council officers, I don't quite remember that, and attempting to detonate a bomb in the heart of the city, all for an attempted coup. These are serious crimes, Yukino. Pardoning you might mitigate my personal sense of guilt, but the public will not forget so easily. We've already damaged their trust in us. I ask for your understanding. We can't take this matter lightly, even as we focus on restoring SRT. I knew what I was doing. From the start, I was prepared to receive the appropriate punishment, regardless of its weight. But my squad members were only following my orders. I led the squad. You may hold me completely accountable, and while I realize the optics of the situation, I only ask to treat my squad members with mercy. Yukino, trying to take all the responsibility again, that's a bad habit of yours. Just as outcomes and consequences don't stem from a single cause, societal problems cannot be traced back to a singular scapegoat. Everyone shares their slice of responsibility. Everyone fulfills their respective roles. And of course, I am no exception. Therefore, we all must share the burden of guilt and the responsibility to rebuild. Once I failed to properly respond to a suspected terrorist attack, civilians were caught in the crossfire. The people rightfully wanted to hold SRT accountable. I was the commander on site, and so I surrendered myself, taking full responsibility. I fucking love taking responsibility. You can't stop me from doing it. I'm gonna do it. But you, General Student Council President, blamed yourself instead. You resolved the situation and did not hold me accountable. You say that one person alone cannot bear the responsibility for all the world's problems. Then why had you shouldered the burden of SRT's power all on your own? It's because I had the capacity for it at the time. Back then, I had enough headspace, social capital, and responsibility to take the blame. A good leader would never hold a subordinate responsible for carrying out a mission. You worked at my request, and I had the means to assist you. In that case, no, Yukino, you're too exhausted. The guilt is weighing you down. One day your head will feel lighter, and I assure you it won't be too late for you to assist others and repay your debts. But today I have a request. I'm putting together a team. I'm listening, General Student Council President. We can't regain SRT's honor by sitting in the Corrections Bureau and ruminating on our regrets. I will do anything to atone for my mistakes. Please give me your orders. While a pardon may be difficult, I can provide you with an opportunity to serve our citizens. Tell me, Yukino, have you heard of lore? It's a larger term for baseless rumors, stories, and urban legends passed down from student to student. While they once spread through word of mouth, the internet has led to a renewed interest in this brand of folklore. Lore encompasses stories that cannot possibly exist in our reality, and yet these stories stay alive and spread because, while they're fantastical, they carry a grain of truth. Like a train headed toward an otherworldly station. Oh, wow, this is a cool CG. Or an untraceable voice on a mystery radio station that curses anyone who hears it. Oops. Or an elevator that, if you board and exit following a specific procedure, makes it impossible to ever return. Well, there's nothing important on it, so I'm just checking my thumbnail on it. You don't seem surprised. Are you a connoisseur of these scary stories? No, I find it counterproductive to let myself indulge in such fictions. Of course, I initially agreed that lore sounded preposterous. It seemed to have no impact on reality, a frivolous distraction from real issues. However, multiple students have claimed to have witnessed instances of lore lately. Worse though, others assert that they have been attacked by such lore manifestations. The so-called lore is hurting people? Hey, yeah, wait until we find power scalers. Yes, several students have mysteriously disappeared after encountering these alleged creatures. Others have lost their ability to speak. Valkyrie could handle it if this were a distinguishable act of terrorism or a missing person incident. However, this is much more complex and it requires discretion. The Board of Administration concluded that the investigation must be transferred to a higher level organization. We need professionals to step in before these urban legends cause widespread harm and panic. We require a fast, extrajudicial investigation. Basically, I need a dedicated team that can step beyond the limits of ordinary law enforcement. I need a Fox Squad. You need SRT. As you've said, Squad Leader. However, I've already mentioned, this is a suggestion. It's not a command or an order. We do know what we're up against, and you may face terrible otherworldly danger. Whoa. If whatever's out there bests you, you may become lore yourself. That is the mission. Do you choose to accept? It sounds like responsibility, and I want to take it. Yes. We have debts to clear. Excellent. I will share our lore research with you right away. We need you to gather information on what these lore instances truly are. You need to understand this enemy, and then you must eliminate it. Also, Yukino, this is my personal request, and not an order from the General Student Council President. Please come back safely. Without a doubt. We trust in our instincts. It's also our responsibility to know when to retreat from an unwinnable fight. I have an additional request, if I may. Yes? While this is a covert and unofficial mission, we need additional resources. My squad is not enough. We need aid to help us secure a base of operations and secure ammunition. While you, the General Student Council President, backed SRT missions, it sounds like you cannot do that publicly anymore, not while under so much scrutiny. An excellent point. If I publicly endorse the Fox Squad right now, the press may conclude that I condone your actions and intend to revive SRT. For obvious reasons, I'm not ready to announce that yet. Fortunately, there is another organization in Kivados that can aid you. The Prefect Team. An investigative body that possesses authority and resources comparable to those of the General Student Council. It holds a unique status. Chalet. Yeah, I know. Oh, excuse me? Excuse me? Fox is back in action. Fox. Classic statement. An army moves on its stomach. Reservation only yakiniku. Look at all these foxes in one room, and here I am. Start with skirt steak and a pitcher of cold oolong tea, please. You got it, boss. Ayo. Yeah, so I'm not sure what to say here. Have some beef tongue, or an order of bean sprouts. I don't recommend that, but you know. Ayo. Marcel Sensei. Before you place another order, I have a question. Okay, order whatever you want. I got a tab here. It's not about the menu. This was intended to be a briefing with Shale. So why are we in a premium yakiniku restaurant? Togi's like, alright, help myself. We'll eat first, then talk. The skirt steak's looking good. Have some. Thank you. Oh, it's neat. Thank you. Sure, since you're offering. Wait, what's with this meat? It's so tender that it's practically melting in my mouth, but it's so juicy. How is this possible? I never thought SRT had low quality food, but I've never tasted something like this. Alright, try the beef tongue. Tongue is usually soft. Oh my. The savory beef tongue really complements the sweet and tangy tare sauce. I could finally chop this and add it to my inirazushi. This texture is amazing. I never thought beef tongue would be good, but it has such a deep flavor. Pass the sauce. Hee hee hee. Togi, you're my favorite. Now that I think about it, if this is a cow's tongue, then isn't eating beef tongue a little like kissing a cow? I told you we're trying to eat. It is a nice place. There the kids are at it again. You barely touched your food, Yukino. Do you want intestines? I won't judge you if you want intestines. No, I don't particularly care for offal. Once again, I'm not here for a free meal. I'm here for responsibility. So for this lore mission, we don't need extensive supervision. We'll set the objectives ourselves, so you don't need to worry about any of that. The problem is that the General Student Council President told me that you wanted to take direct command of this mission. If you're operating under my department, I'm taking responsibility. Responsibility! You might think I'm a nuisance, but I need to meddle. Meddle. You say that, but I'm sure you also know that this mission is our chance for atonement. The stakes are high and personal. Ultimately, your meddling would mean taking some of our debt. Sensei, why are you helping us? It would be one thing if you're simply offering professional help, but you're drowning us in so much overwhelming kindness. Honestly, it's scaring me a little. Don't worry, just don't worry about it, just eat. Oh, are you concerned that I poisoned the meat? What poison? What do you mean by... Take it easy, Kurumi. If you stop wolfing it down, you won't choke like that. That's not what happened. Now that I think about it, this feels familiar. Oh my god, she actually changes expression. I don't understand what any of you are saying. I just need the face, yeah. Yukino can change your expression? Pardon me, just let me squeeze in here and swap out the grill plate. We'll have 3 more ribs, please, my good robot. Absolutely. When I said I was scared, I wasn't talking about an honest threat to our safety. We've already received far more kindness from you than we deserve. You grabbed us from the bottom of the abyss to stop us from making a dire mistake. You saved both ours and our underclassmen's lives. The Rabbit Squad. That debt alone is already so heavy that we could never repay you. Still, you continue to show us kindness and offer your help. I've been trying to discern your motives. What do you expect to get out of this? I've been asked this before. I'm not expecting anything from you. I'm just your teacher. You call me Sensei, after all. I still don't understand. Not fully. What does being a teacher have anything to do with buying us a gourmet meal? It's clear, isn't it? It's an adult's responsibility to ensure that children eat well. They need to be well fed, and good food helps you grow, and all that helps you become good adults. I won't deny the benefits of nutrition. There's a saying I'm sure you know. An army marches on its stomach. The ribs are ready. This is quality meat. Please! Is that all you have to say? What was wrong with my statement? You just fucking sandbagging it, Yukino. It is quality meat. It's odorless and easy to chew. Honestly, you grab premium short rib and all you say that it's odorless? Truly outrageous. Your palate is hopeless. Sensei, don't give Yukino anything expensive. I'm sure she'd love a piece of fried brisket just as much. Or chicken nugget. Kurumi is just on the warpath. Kurumi, let's be nice. Masachi was tough because she lived off combat rations back in the day, but maybe she just has no sense of taste. I may not be a gourmand, but I can't let that statement slide. I know how to taste things. Most students don't know this, but SRT's standard canned seafood has a flavor that matures and deepens over time. It can be thoroughly enjoyed, even after the expiration... What the fuck are you talking about, Yukino? Please throw out expired food. Well, the exact saying is un armée marche à son estomac. But it's not expecting her to know French. Oh, it's a French origin. I guess so. The French are a very old civilization. Throw out expired food. Okay, so Yukino is super serious, but she has her moments. Actually, I've been watching Bleach. She kind of reminds me of Byakuya right now. Just super serious all the time, but they just have weird turns sometimes. I can't do this anymore. At this point, we should let our second in command, who at least has a functioning tongue, choose. Okay, Nico, make the next order. I'm not much of a gourmand myself. I've been eyeing the Inari miso soup on the dessert menu. That's a dessert, okay. Stop filling up on overpriced sides. We're at a yakiniku restaurant. Eyes on the prize. Oh, Fox Squad. I continue my somewhat rowdy dinner with the Fox Squad. Alright, here it is. Here's the base. Nah, son. I won't question it. Oh, actually, another door closed. Alright. I didn't press any buttons. I can see my meter is still moving, so... We didn't mind walking you to Chalet after the meal, but... Where are we exactly? This is my second time inside Chalet, but I've never seen this area before. Yeah, we were a little busy storming the building last time. Sorry it's a bit dark in here. The underground area is dark. Follow me, please. I'm accustomed to working in the dark. That said, that was a lot of stairs. Just how deep is Chalet's basement? I've never checked. I've never walked around my own house or office. Since it can store a tank at least 3-4 floors deep, I guess. You manage this building and don't even know its capacity? Maybe I should have studied the layout more thoroughly during our last infiltration. Or I suppose Sensei is just too busy to look into those things. You know, I've read about this place. Everyone shares this screen cap, so I'm not going to be surprised by it. Deep in Chalet's basement, Sensei locks up bad students and delivers lewd and unusual punishments. Understood. If we need to interrogate a hostage, this place would be perfect. It has solid security and would be impossible to escape. Yukino just takes it at face value. Don't you think that rumor is a bit much? And lewd punishments of all things? There may be some truth to it. I heard a suspicious account from a Gehenna student once. She said there are ropes, handcuffs, a mysterious nurse outfits in Sensei's personal storage. And if the rumor is true, then there's a bigger issue that we must address. Yukino does not know the word chill. She takes everything at 100% face value. A bigger issue? What would that be? There is a risk of Sensei learning about Fox 3's special padding. Of course, it seems that Marcel Sensei hasn't noticed yet, but I suggest we make a quick retreat to maintain Fox 3's honor. What are you talking about? What does Sensei being a pervert have to do with my undergarments? Otogi just does not want to, does not miss a beat to just fucking razz Kurumi. So you're not denying it. You're wearing something special under there. Fox 3, Fox 4, stand down. That's enough. That's enough of a bit. We received an incredible amount of help from Marcel Sensei. No matter what they demand of us deep inside the eerie basement, we will not refuse and retreat until while we owe them a debt. Compared to that, Kurumi's inserts are of little importance. Excuse me, Yukino? It was getting loud back there. It's nothing. We were all just excited to be out and about again. If that's the case, we've arrived. Welcome to New Fox Central. This place is. It's Fox Squad's new headquarters. I'm sorry it's a little messy. I was in a rush. I made sure to follow feng shui. It's a sprawling underground facility. I never could have imagined all this was just sitting here in Charlie's basement. It even has a blast-proof walls and a secure intranet. With this facility, we could pull off missions on par with the ones we completed at SRT Academy. Sensei, just where are we? A decommissioned server room, the General Student Council president told me. Most students on student rep duty don't know about it, so feel free to regroup and relax here. Yeah, Mika definitely doesn't know about this room. I see. The General Student Council president was very considerate. Setting up a secure base in Shali's basement, also we can track the anomalies across Kivatos. I agree that's best for us to stay inside the Shali building. Down here we can receive your support without being noticed by other students, but New Fox Hideout. I feel uneasy about us operating at your place of work. We're liable to get in your way as we work on our mission. A little scrunchy thing. It's not just your mission. What do you mean? SRT is a special group that resolves problems in Kivatos, right? So this mission is for everyone in Kivatos. I've had a thought for a while, Sensei. Don't other students often call you suspicious? Never. Absolutely not. Maybe a few. Normally, a wild fox is smart enough to know a trap when it sees one. Like when a chunk of delicious-looking meat is offered up freely, for example. Because anyone smart knows that if prey appears ready for the taking, it's very likely to be bait. But the moment when the fox realizes it's not bait for a trap, but instead a gift, a feast, they might learn to trust the hand that offered it. So where are you going with this? You think I'm suspicious? No. On behalf of the Fox Squad, I once more must thank you for your generous support. You're too much, Yukino. You don't have to be so formal all the time. Like, for real. It's important to express your honest gratitude, right? Heh, sure. I'm just fired up about going on a mission again. Right. Let's get started planning and gathering evidence according to the General Student Council's orders. Are you going to give the mission a name? I overlooked that. We've been simplifying things so much lately. Since we're celebrating the return of Fox Squad and congratulating ourselves, how about Mission Con? That's terrible. What are we, kids? Oh, thank you, Otogi. Yeah, that sounds pretty weak. Let's keep it simple. While I love the spirit, Yukino, how about we keep it direct this time, just to ease ourselves in? Maybe something like Mission Lore Pursuit, since we're hunting the elusive lore? Or maybe EX Lore Pursuit? No objections. She's looking kind of Rio-style sad. We can use your name next time. Understood. And so, Fox Squad, let Mission Lore Pursuit begin. Fucking Rio-style got fucking sandbagged. Chapter 4, okay. So we're on our way. I know there's 11 in this. We can just consider it short if it really is short. I got other games to play. Log. It is 10:30 Kyoto Standard Time. Weather is sunny. Fox Squad will commence inquiries regarding mission lore pursuit immediately. Requesting status reports from each squad member. Call in. Fox 4 here, observing the target's movement. They have left Point Oscar. The target displayed no unusual activity. The area appears under control and vacant. However, there is a teensy-weensy problem at Point Oscar. A teensy problem? It's so hot. I'm not even moving and I'm burning up. I feel like I'm melting away. I'm covered in camouflage netting, but it's doing nothing for the blazing sun. I thought summer wasn't for a few more months. It seems that the hot weather arrived early this year. I'll try to find you more adequate cover next time. Please attempt to endure for the next few. Quit your whining, Fox 4. I've seen you in worse weather. Maybe you've gone soft from being coddled in Corrections Bureau. And here we go again. Keep your nagging off the comms, Fox 3. No matter how much you train, what's hot is hot. Accept it. I wouldn't be sweating as much if I can get away with only wearing a camisole instead of an actual bra, like someone I know. I'm adequately covered. This is sexual harassment, Atogi. Fox 3 report. This is Fox 3. So, as I was saying, I'm actually wearing proper Fox 3. Practice non-reactivity. Fox 4 was making a joke. There's no need to get distracted. She acknowledges the joke. She really is Byakuya. She's just keeping it straight. Fox 3 here. I'm currently operating IMSI collector equipment at Point Papa. The lack of collected device IDs at Point Papa indicate there are no additional individuals within a 500-meter radius. We'll provide further reports if any anomalies or changes are detected in surveillance zones. Fox 1, roger that. And lastly, Fox 2. I'm all ready too. I have plenty of supplies, and my camouflage is perfect, so I'll gather information according to procedure when the target arrives. Great then. Now, what's the plan? Marcel Sensei. I believe I told you earlier that you don't need to directly supervise. I will provide you with an official debriefing after the mission. Is there a reason you're calling in? This is Fox Squad's first joint mission with Shale. I wanted to personally see you work. I understand. And here's a quick rundown of our current status, as well as our next steps. Mission Mission Lore Pursuit's first objective is to uncover the truth behind the multiple incidents alleged to have happened here, near Shiro Unagi Station. Uncover the truth? Yes, since last month, around when the General Student Council president returned, multiple students have lost consciousness in this area. The White Scarecrow. Most of the victims were discovered around noon during high temperatures, and showed no external injuries other than minor abrasions. Naturally, many suspected heat-related illness. However, the patients displayed normal heart rates and body temperatures. Many of them further suffered convulsions, similar to seen in epilepsy patients. All that is inconsistent with heat stroke. Notably, witnesses testified that victims were seen chasing a white scarecrow before the incidents. Valkyrie Police School is currently investigating the white scarecrow's identity. But, see, no one has seen the scarecrow up close, aside from the victims. Since the victim count is increasing, students are now spreading rumors of a ghost or evil spirit haunting the area. Ghosts aren't real. They're just making stuff up. It's all nonsense. I only believe in the chemicals in my brain. Needlessly spreading rumors like this only makes the truth harder to find. Agreed. We don't have enough evidence to draw a conclusion. Regardless of our biases, we must take our time to review the incident and collect evidence. Alright, what's the goal? I'm going to ask around, specifically targeting people who are close to the victims. No one likes being interrogated, so I'll pose as a part-timer. After a little banter, I'll try casually bringing up the topic. Are you selling Inarazushi again? I had to change the menu on account of hot weather. The most recent victim was a Gehenna track and field team athlete. And allegedly, the Gehenna runners enjoy the secluded trail. According to their team's social media account, they're training today. I'm hoping the victim's teammates can shed some light on what happened to their friend. Naruto. Fox 4 here. Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but the targets are approaching the rendezvous point. It's up to you, Fox 2. Leave it to me. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Control your breathing. Stay in sync with the chant. Pardon me. Who are you? Get out of our way. Get out of the way of our extremely obvious tan lines. Sorry to interrupt your arduous training, but you girls seem so hot. Based, would you like to try out any refreshing Hyperade? A sports drink. Look, we don't have any money. Beat it. Ladies, it's on the house. I'm a big fan of Gehenna track team. You're also Gehenna. Seems fishy. No. It's vegan. Hyperade is a spanking new electrolyte and hydration activation system from Kozuka Pharmaceutical. Keep it cool with Kozuka. We're flying and holding promo sales, but they say nothing's faster than word of mouth, right? And you gals know fast. So we figured if you respected track students like it, then you could do us a favor and tell your friends. I'm sure you know how important it is to replace your electrolytes after a workout. Hyperade has a scientifically higher electrolyte concentration than our competitors, which means you can recover. Yeah, I got it. It's free. You're serious. Okay, fine. We'll try it. Yeah, I was getting pretty thirsty anyways. Maybe it's because it's so hot today, but I think I really need it. Oh my god, they even have it on their size. I mean, is this actually working? I can feel the water seeping into my cells. That's right. Hyperate is hype when it comes to delivering the electrolytes you need, especially when things get heated, if you know what I mean. There's plenty for everyone, so please, don't be shy. Take a sip and be your best. Oh, it's actually pretty good. Okay, I'll try it. Yeah, give me one. Damn, what's in that stuff? They're loving it. It's that drink powder from SRT. She didn't just water it down so much. I'm sure you've had it. You mean that cheapo fake lemonade? What's wrong with these runners? It seems Fox 2 missed her true calling. Forget guns. She should have gone to sales. She's got their attention. Now for the strike. Open fire! Thanks for the drink. You're a lifesaver. I wish we could repay you. It's on the house, hun, but it would mean the world if you spread the hype around about Hyperade to your friends. Nico's just precious in this scene. No problem. I can't wait to see this in stores. We'll get the word out. Speaking of words, getting out. Have you heard of the runner who fell ill around here? Are you talking about Tama? What's it to you, punk? Nothing. It's just, my manager told me to be careful out here, that there have been incidents. Yeah, sorry, we got nothing to say about that. It was heat stroke, right? She's got no idea. Maybe we can. Thanks for the drinks. We're out of here. Gehenna out. Damn, didn't work. Felt like Nico somehow annoyed them. Fox 2 reporting in. Sorry, but it looks like I failed. It's fine. I never thought this would be easy. Fox 2, hold. Someone's headed your way. That's Erica. Wait, Erika? Eri, whatever. Hi there. Are you still giving out samples? Of course. Would you like some? Why are we using this music? Thank you kindly. I was curious. I've never heard of this brand. Zippy and unique. I'll tell Kirara about it. You seem so nice. Do you go to school around here? Thank you. I study, but not close by. It's a very secluded academy. It's called Private Hyacinths. Private Hyacinths Academy. That rings a bell. I was watching. Don't let the track girls get to you. They're just a little on edge since, you know. I'm not sure I do know. You mentioned it, about the runner who passed out around here. You must be curious. No, I'm Nico. You're sweet, but be honest. You want the scoop, don't you? I can tell you like gossip. You got the vibe. Was it that obvious? So our track team was preparing for an upcoming Inter-High Championship, and the student who passed out was a strong contender for the starting lineup. The Twinkle Twinkle Club? What the hell is that? She was so competitive that she would run all by herself outside of practice, even on weekends. That's why everyone thought she was overworked and gave herself heat stroke. But it turns out, that's not what happened. Yeah, people are already posting about it. There was nothing wrong with her. The medical emergency club confirmed it. So people said that one of the club members cursed or attacked her out of jealousy, all because they wanted her spot in the starting lineup. So that's why those runners seem so tense. Even if you had less competition, you'd be pretty defensive if people went around implying that you sabotaged your friend. I know we Gehenna girls are pretty self-assured, but it's hard not to care what others think. I see. Enough stress and public shame can ruin someone's health. While the track and field team is feeling the heat, they have no choice. They have to wait out the rumors, especially since the girl who collapsed still can't walk. It's all rumors. Wild rumors like this are sometimes compared to natural phenomena like the wind or waves. You can't stop them even if you try, and fighting them only makes things worse. For those at the center of the rumors, it must feel like facing a storm in the middle of sea. I suppose surrendering yourself to the waves and letting fate take over may feel like the only way to survive. But we're not rudderless boats with no free will. Maybe it should be best to take the helm and sail against the waves. Is this coming from personal experience? You don't get to be a teenage girl without navigating through a few nasty rumors. I like you. You want to add each other in Momo Talk? We may meet again after all. Sure. 1 second. Alright, just casually making friends out here. Awesome. I'll catch you later. Stay cool. And then Yukino's like, I didn't tell you to make friends. She had a certain twinkle, didn't she? Yeah. Hey, Fox 2, you didn't give her your actual Momo Talk, right? Don't worry, it's a burner account. I'll delete it tomorrow. That sucks for Eric. That sucks for Erica. Another place we might have been friends, but we're in the middle of a mission right now. This is Fox 2. Mission concluded and information obtained. Returning to base. I thought what we had was special. Truth and lies. Tadaima. Great. I've tidied up the equipment and re-racked everything. Fox Squad, reporting in. Which Scotty must have been tough out in the heat. Not at all. Thank you for watching over us, Sensei. Since we've all returned, let's organize our data right away. Wait. Is a break too much to ask for? I'm soaked in sweat. I feel gross. Can I at least hit the shower? Well. Sorry, but you might have to wait a little longer. The lounge is occupied. Student reps are still wandering around. Fine, fine, I can avoid the lounge. What about the shower room? No, you can't let your guard down around there either. It's still a public space, and you could be spotted. I almost ran into squad leader Tsukiyuki there a few days ago. Miyako? Why was she here? You know, I didn't ask her, but if I didn't turn around immediately, she would have recognized me in a second. Sensei, what's going on here? Why is Rabbit Squad using Shali's showers? Are you making them? Is it blackmail? For pervert reasons? They're here because they're homeless. It seems that Sensei grants them some amenities because Kasagi Park, where Rabbit Squad is currently stationed, lacks basic infrastructure. Thank you, Yukino. Is that so? Good hygiene is directly linked to a squad's combat capabilities. Squad leader Tsukiyuki made a logical decision. She's using her resources well. You don't need to be so concerned, Kurumi. Miyako had a level head and strong will. She wouldn't easily cave into threat or temptation. As long as we don't take the dojins into account. Yeah, that tracks. Maybe I was worrying too much. Sorry, Sensei. Please forget what I said earlier about you being a pervert. By the way, just what were you imagining Sensei was doing to Rabbit down here? Shut up. A true point woman, isn't she? Always keeping realms of possibilities in mind. Shut up. Miyako Nation, rise up. I am a big fan of Miyako. Let's begin reviewing the data. We had several observations on the area and one successful interview. The one thing I am surprised, since I started the game years ago and getting to this point, is that I thought Miyako would be more relaxed and leisurely, because she's always using her phone, but she's actually kind of serious. She's very serious, not as serious as Yukino, but she's pretty serious, so I guess she's just doom scrolling on her phone. First off, there have been 10 victims found unconscious near Shiro Unagi Station. Their ages vary from 15 to 30, and most of them have yet to regain consciousness. They display seizure-like convulsions. Okay. All victims were found on cloudless, sunny days under intense sunlight. They were discovered between the hours of 1000 and between the hours of 1000 and 1500, the hottest part of the day. Initial investigation concluded that these falls were due to exhaustion or heat stroke. However, the victims did not present with elevated heart rates or abnormal temperatures. Multiple victims allegedly witnessed a white scarecrow before their medical incidents occurred. What's with the white scarecrow? Is it a culprit or a coincidence? I can only guess. It seems that no one besides the victims got close enough to the scarecrow to figure out. I think we need to step back. Is this even a criminal investigation? How can you knock out multiple people without leaving physical evidence? We're here to find that out. We know an ordinary person could not do that. The General Student Council president said that this case may be an anomaly spurred by the belief in urban legends. Lore, in other words. Lore? What does that even mean? We're fighting ghosts and demons now? We can handle monsters, but ideas? How do you fight an illusion? Ghosts are said to scare people, sure, but they don't inflict physical injuries. Ghost-type Pokemon use special attack, not physical attack. Well, I don't know that for be sure. What's with that look, Sensei? Have you been ghost hunting in Kibatos? Come on, seriously? Everyone, please relax. We haven't confirmed that urban legends are somehow causing this. What we do know is that we're a special unit serving as Kibatos' first line of defense. We don't retreat, no matter the enemy. More importantly, if we don't solve this case, they'll throw us back in the Corrections Bureau. We're a special unit, not Mikos or exorcists. Nothing happens without a cause. Even mysterious phenomena must follow certain rules. Do you remember the Ghost Commotion case from last summer? Yeah, some developer used holograms and glass to manufacture a ghost. It was all for a land grab, right? Well, we couldn't fight the alleged ghost with explosives. We could easily defeat the real estate developer. If we can't deal with the problem, then we find and remove the cause. Do you understand? You want us to arrest everyone spreading the rumors? Don't be stupid. That's impossible. Even if it were possible, we should avoid that approach. So, what's your idea? I propose we look more closely into the conditions that caused the white scarecrow to appear. While we don't know if the scarecrow is causing the incidents, it is clearly related. If we sweep the places where victims were found, we could uncover more clues, or better yet, we could fight the scarecrow ourselves. So you're saying we need to go outside again? Very well. Sounds like we'll need to be more in-depth tomorrow. I read this mystery novel once. Trying inferences without sufficient data is like baking bricks without clay. Yeah, if we don't find a lead tomorrow, we'll bake into bricks too. High Noon and the Revenant. Alright, water. Let's just count down. Fox 3 on the line. I'm currently investigating Business District 3, Area 2. This is where the first victim was discovered. They worked as a sales rep at a nearby pharmaceutical company. That explains why they were in the area in the middle of the day. Aside from the glare reflecting off the sides of several glass buildings, I don't see anything that can be mistaken for a white scarecrow. A white dude. This is Fox 4, currently investigating the A-Class Closed Zone's demolition site. Third victim was discovered here. I worked as a construction worker, and it appears that the victim often had to work in open, unshaded areas. The site is covered in dust. I don't see anything white, let alone shaped like a scarecrow. No anomalies other than the fact that this is insanely hot. Over. Fox 2, present. Currently gathering data at Tsukiten Outer Market. Sixth victim was recovered here. They were a vendor at one of the street's food stalls. Shops nearby were closed on the day of the incident, likely due to the heat wave. Maybe they saw a tourist wearing white clothes was a scarecrow? Aside from that speculation, there's nothing notable here either. Here it is, the bridge. Fox 1 reporting in, currently searching KV Highway Road 35, where the 9th victim was found. They were a DU Highway Administration engineer. Their incident occurred while they were inspecting the bridge. I thoroughly checked the area under the bridge where the victim was recovered. It's still not enough. What's not enough? Are you getting tired? Do you need a drink? Want some Hyperade? She probably means we don't have enough clues to pinpoint the white scarecrow. Just don't tell us we have to go over everything again. But... Wait. Oh, okay. Hello, this is Shala Eats. I brought cold water and energy drinks. Sensei. We came all the way here to bring us refreshments. You didn't have to do that. Is there a problem? Nothing dire. We simply lack evidence. We're unable to corroborate the victim's testimonies. We'll have to expand the investigation area. Fox Squad right now is less of like a military platoon and more like a bunch of ghost detectives, I guess. Or just detectives. It's scorching right now. Can I do that later? After the sun sets, at least. That would be troublesome. On-site evidence is dependent not only on the precise location, but the precise climate. The victims were all discovered in the middle of the day under intense direct sunlight. It would be pointless to work at night. While I agree, could we possibly take into consideration the condition of the squad members? Everyone's exhausted. You've been working in the sun for days now. Very well. Team, rest and recuperate nearby. I will run the next investigation solo. Old habits die hard. Yukino, get real. Do you really think we can kick up our legs and relax if you do that? What kind of uncaring squad mates do you think we are? I did not intend to make you feel guilty. You're not working on a deadline. Why don't we just take our time? But what if someone's about to get hurt? What if there's another victim? If another civilian is hurt because of my negligence, I can't take action and responsibility quickly enough. Hold it. Unidentified presence is incoming. They're heading from the overpass interchange. Based on a target's movement and speed, it could be a person. Someone's running across this long overpass? Is the highway administration doing maintenance? Not according to the schedule. Then could this be our white scarecrow? Let's close in. This is who I think it is, I think. I've had this spoiled. A student. Do you think she's pardon us? Oh, there's someone here. Do you need help with something? No. I think you're the one who needs help. Pedestrian traffic is prohibited here. We recommend taking a detour for your safety. What are you doing on the overpass on a day like this? It's dangerous. What do you mean, what? Clearly, I'm... Yo, oh my god! In the middle of on-road I did not get a good look at her when I first got this spoiled on me. Isn't that outfit Hyakuyako's? Oh wait, Marcel Sensei? Yeah, it's me, Asakusa Natsuki, from the Rickshaw Club. It's been a while. You've missed a few festivals. If you don't mind the bumps, would you like a rickshaw ride? I can get you anywhere in DU for way cheaper than a taxi. Come on, zoom out. I'm begging you to zoom out. Rickshaws are great, but for now I wanted to ask. So you're practicing pulling a rickshaw on the highway because you want to expand your network? You want to pull people outside the district? Holy shit. This character is out of control. That's right, because I need to know how to get my customers to where they need to go, and that means getting out there and finding the fastest routes. Her eyes were closing her eyes were closing the other one, so. You'll lose a customer's trust if you stick to the official roads, after all. Or worse, get lost. Well, sure. I always feel nervous when a taxi driver takes a sudden detour. Sometimes I'm worried they're just running up the fare. A taxi is not a rickshaw. Natsuki, I hate to break this to you, but rickshaws are banned on DU highways. I'm afraid you'll have to take a different route. Really? Hyakuyaku banned them. Hyakuyaku banned them? Aren't you? But isn't this club from Hyakuyaku? I thought things would be different in DU, yeah? Or am I thinking of Shanghai Jing? No, Natsuki's definitely a Hyakuyaku student. Regardless of the bans, you could use some common sense. How's a rickshaw supposed to merge on the highway? I'm more surprised that you're out here pulling that much in this heat. Even athletes couldn't survive this weather. It's a bit hot, but I'm okay. It's just another day for a rickshaw driver. I can't stop staring. We're accustomed to running on paved roads loaded with radiant heat. You get used to the hot temperatures. In fact, this is mild compared to our peak season in midsummer. Watch out for heat stroke. Here, take a drink. Ah, thank you. Getting a cold drink from Shale Sensei sounds like it's my lucky day. Speaking of running on hot roads with no shade, I'd like to ask you something. Have you witnessed a suspicious white scarecrow around the roads? A white scarecrow? Like from a field? Yes, we've heard that a white scarecrow has been spotted in the area. It makes people faint and have convulsions. Oh, are you sure you're not talking about Kune-kune? A Kune-kune? It'd be pretty strange though. Kune-kune hang near rice paddies, like out in the country. I don't think one would be here. Humor me. What is this Kune Kune? You seem so serious, so I know this will sound silly. The Kune Kune is a bit of an urban legend. It's more of a Hyakiyako thing. Story's been catching fire recently. What's interesting is that, unlike most ghoulies, it doesn't haunt at night. It shows up in open grasslands, on clear days. From a distance, it looks like a dancing white scarecrow, but no one's gotten close enough to be sure what it is. Because they say that to see its true form will make you go crazy. It'll become like the Kune Kune. Just lying on the floor squirming with a creepy smile. Whoa, that's horrifying. Seriously. And many urban legends are. No one in Hyakiyako takes it too seriously. Except rickshaw drivers. Natsuki, does that mean you believe in the Kune Kune? Rather than saying I believe in the legend itself, it's more like I can see how someone got the idea. You know how the rising haze sometimes looks like a squirming white smoke? How, from a distance, the asphalt looks squiggly on a really hot day? Temperatures tend to be dangerously high on days like that. You might get sick if you don't pace yourself on the rickshaw. So telling people that they should head back home if they see a screaming white scarecrow near the horizon might be surprisingly helpful advice. Oh, alright. It's advice designed to keep your pace. Haze. I see, it was haze. Thank you. You helped immensely. Is that so? Well, you're certainly welcome. Marcel Sensei, we will immediately return to HQ. Today's investigation is concluded. Yeah, let's head back. Thanks, Natsuki. Stay cool and take care. Yes, you too. All of you, be well. Bye, Natsuki. Those sailor girls look familiar. Maybe they took leave at Ala Hyakiyako Academy once upon a time. Beyond the Haze. Oh, that's 6. Oh, that was 7. Okay. Fox 3, reporting in. Log is now 1000 KST. Current temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. Wind speed is approximately 3 knots. We are currently verifying the emergence of an anomaly tentatively referred to as the White Scarecrow. Fox 4 stands at Point Romeo at the 030 bearing. What do you think of Kune Kunes? What do I think? Well, I don't know what to think right now. It just kind of reminds me of all the contextual information Natsuki gave us. Like, I'm familiar with, like, the scarecrows and the rice paddies. Or it could be more... Well, I mean, the Kune Kune seems to be more of a apparition-based thing, since it's, like, an urban legend based around the heat haze, and how you're supposed to take in the heat haze visually as, like, a... Oh, I should take a break because I've been staring at this haze. I don't know. But I do think it's an interesting enough hook to keep me going. It's like, oh, well, the heat haze, urban legends. Where is this going? The temperatures are rising steadily since sunrise, but there is no sign of the haze yet. Oh, they're just gonna keep going with it, huh? This is boring. I never thought I'd have to be on the lookout for hot air. But listen, no, I mean, Fox 4, keep the comm line clear. Don't get so heated. We might as well talk to each other while we're waiting. This is Fox 4. As Fox 3 mentioned, there isn't even a trace of an ordinary haze, let alone an anomalous variety. Perhaps the ground isn't hot enough yet. Also, Fox 3's dumb and stupid. It's so much nicer today, right? Working in actual shade. I feel so much better. My head's clearer, too. It's still hard to know what we're looking out for. Fox 1 reporting in. Focus on the haze, as previously discussed. This is what you're looking for. We don't have a clear suspect. We could get a clue if we try to see things from the victim's point of view. Did that mean you think staring at non-existent haze is productive? Alright, I'll keep both eyes wide open. We're looking for a ghostly figure made out of hot gas, ladies. I love the smug face. I love a togi. Do you ever think before you speak? We can't rule out any possibilities yet. We need to uncover the truth behind the white scarecrow. I was just kidding. Sorry, squad leader. I forgot that you're immune to humor. Fox 2 here, currently observing 210 from Point Sierra. Nothing unusual on this end either. Yeah, so no Sensei today? Sensei mentioned they had some other work to get to. Did you want to tell them something? No, it's not like that. I just had a bad feeling. Like dread. Judge Dredd. There's something about carrying out a mission without Sensei's help. I just hope it goes well. Hey, when do we need anyone else? You've always been capable, right? I miss Sensei. They always have new salty snacks. What? Do you think Sensei is your personal gopher? Now that I think about it, Fox 4, you've been looking a little bloated ever since we left the Corrections Bureau. Wow. That's muscle. It's muscle, Kurumi. Fox 2, do you see anything suspicious? No, like I said, it's just a hunch. Don't worry about it. Your instincts are almost always right. It's hard not to be concerned. You're acting surprisingly soft and sentimental today, Fox 1. I thought you just told us not to jump to conclusions without supporting evidence. Evidence is necessary to build a case, but in the field, you have to trust your intuition. You can never be too careful. Sometimes I find my instincts saving me in the heat of the moment, all without me even thinking. I see what you mean. But that's not what's bothering me. It wasn't a present danger, like a suspected enemy ambush or a sniper attack. It's more of a fundamental uneasiness, as if there's a fundamental flaw in our mission, or that we might end up betraying each other. Like in our old rabbit hunt from back in the day. Fox 1, are you certain you met with a genuine General Student Council president? She was real. She was in front of me. You've all seen the photos and videos. Right. Right face, right actions, and she was undoubtedly the General Student Council president that we all remember. But it's because we're not even sure this lore enemy we're fighting actually exists. This mission's made me nervous since the start. If Sensei were here to give us advice, their guidance might help us feel less anxious, you know. But we can't just ask Sensei to help us every day. They have an actual job. Yes, well noted. Fox 4, reporting in. The temperature has reached 31 degrees Celsius. Haze has begun rising off the asphalt. Do you see anything resembling a white scarecrow? Negative. Let me try focusing on the glare reflected off the window. Ooh, cool. What's wrong, Fox 4? Nothing. I started to feel dizzy. It's disorienting seeing the ground move like this. It's 30 C here right now, actually. Oh, right. It's like the middle of the day for you. Meanwhile, it's like 10:20 p.m. here. It's night, but it's been pretty warm. I don't know what it is in Celsius, though. They have a policy at Odyssey Academy. If you spot a student silently gazing down at the water surface, you have to pull them away immediately. Why? This app is only gonna give it to me in Fahrenheit. I'm curious, what is it right now? It's 74 Fahrenheit. 74 Fahrenheit to Celsius. 23 degrees Celsius. Not as big of a number, but I think we're dealing with a little bit of humidity here. I didn't catch the details, but they said that the ripples on the water have a way of hypnotizing people. It pulls them into a trance. So you have to pull them away before they jump in. It's like highway hypnosis. Huh. That reminds me of another myth. Have y'all ever heard of sirens? Well, the water thing makes more sense than some half-human monster belting out songs. Watch out for the heat haze, Fox 4. You might be getting possessed and fly into the asphalt. Get real. Just how many missions do you think I have under my belt? And with a chatterbox like you yammering on, there's no way I'll lose focus. Huh? What's wrong? Did you see something? Was there always a field of grass over there? A grass field? Where? Which direction? Maybe it's a mirage. I know it wasn't on the map, but I see a field over the street. There's a shabby scarecrow in the middle of the overgrown grass and a person in white clothes with a creepy... Oh god. Wait, is that the white scarecrow that the victim saw? Fox 4, give us the coordinates. What are you facing? A place where chilling yet muggy wind blows. The victims called it a white scarecrow, but it's not one at all. It moves on its own volition. It cannot exist unless it dances. It cannot exert influence unless observed. So it dances and fits and starts, always clad in white. What are you saying, Fox 4? Get a hold of yourself. It's here. It's coming. The grand gray wave, rising as if it's spasming, squirming as if it's dancing. Squirm, 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 squirm. Otogi! What was that? Point Romeo, come in. What happened? Ow. Fox 1. Fox 3's acting out. She charged me and smacked me square in the head. Speak for yourself. Are you insane? Listen up. Do you know who I am? Yeah. You're the girl with you're the girl with a flat chest, like an ironing board. Shut it. How many fingers am I holding up? 2, genius. Do I pass? What a relief. I thought you got knocked out like the other victims. Fox 3, status report. This is Fox 3. Fox 4, who was just observing the haze, said she spotted the white scarecrow. I did? Yeah, you don't remember? You were waxing poetic about overgrown grass, fields, and waves. I really don't. I was watching the haze. You were talking about Odyssey. Weird. What was I hallucinating? What matters is that you're safe. Next, assess any damage. You fired a shot. Let me check. I just hope it didn't hurt someone. Huh? What's wrong? Please don't tell me you hit a civilian. No, that's not it. There are no impact marks anywhere. But I wasn't working with duds. Still funny to me how the Tsuchinoko event was practically a teaser to our next arc with all the paranormal activity. I guess that is true as a teaser, because ultimately at the end of the Tsuchinoko event, nothing truly paranormal happened. Well, actually, no, hold on. No, no, that's not true at all. A couple of paranormal things did happen. Like the phone booths and I guess that truck. I guess that was that truck that Konoka punched in half. I think the buried figurine was kind of half haunted. I don't remember that one very often. I just mostly remember the phone booth. The phone booth to hell. Yeah. What? You're telling me a 50 caliber bullet just vanished into thin air? Maybe it really was a ghost. Fox 1, do you have a hunch? Not yet. We should review the situation first. Squad, return to HQ. Gather your equipment and meet at the rendezvous point. Roger. This again. Oh my god. Chasing illusions. H is around 9. I heard you were ambushed by Lore. Mirai definitely going to be in a role later, and considering how her role as the former Pseudoscience Club prez. I love Mirai, and I wouldn't say no to more Mirai. Also more Tsubasa, because she's adorable. And I think it's even more adorable that Mirai calls her a true believer. Tsubasa is a true believer who was not a grifter like Mirai. But Mirai still cares about Tsubasa, doesn't want to crush her dreams. Gulp. Pardon me, Sensei. The Fox Squad returned approximately 90 minutes ago. Oh, should I come back later? No, not at all. Rather, I'd like to apologize for the mess. Sensei, perfect timing. Would you like to eat with us? Thank you for offering, but I already had dinner. Oh, are these fried Ooh, that sounds good. Fried tofu pouches. Yeah, Nico made them, by the way. We brought the deep fried tofu all on our own. We didn't raid the lounge's refrigerator. I met a tofu fryer on one of our missions. We occasionally get... Oh wait, that's a person. When she said tofu fryer, I thought she was talking about a machine or an appliance, but I guess they're talking about a person. We occasionally get high-quality deep-fried tofu from them, and that's when I make dishes like this. I am in the mood for fried tofu. Fried tofu has nothing on just regular plain tofu. Even I'll admit that Nico knows her way around some tofu. And this mushroom, I love the flavor seeping through the pouch. Really, I feel like I've been eating nothing but beans. You're not hazing me, are you? Stop complaining and eat. We need to exorcise that ghost that found you on the last mission. Ghosts be gone. Blessings come in. Is that roasted beans that chase away ghosts, not boiled? Why don't you eat your tofu pocket and calm down? You mentioned ghosts? It's a long story. Which is why I believe that the unidentified presence that affected Fox 4 is the white scarecrow that the victims witnessed. They called it the Kune Kune. Inarizushi. I don't think I've ever had an Inarizushi myself. But I wouldn't say no to it. Are you okay? Do you feel well? Yeah, I'm good. I had a physical when I got back, and they said I was fine. If anything, the back of my head hurts even more from Kurumi's slap. I think there might be a lump. How could you be so ungrateful? You would have been doomed if I hadn't stepped in. Look, I'm thankful I didn't end up a victim, but you're still affected. You blacked out a huge chunk of what happened, like seeing the field or what the Kune Kune looked like. Your body cam was active. We can play it back. Oh, cool. Body cams. Alright. Maybe it's a mirage. I don't know. It wasn't on the map, but I see a field over the street. There's a shabby scarecrow in the middle of overgrown grass, and a person in white clothes with a creepy smile. Is this really my voice? I hate listening to myself. Yes, this is you. Get over it. You mentioned a field, but we all know there's no granary near Shiro Unagi Station. Or maybe it was a mirage, you know? Like how people see bodies of water in the distance that aren't there. No, those only happen on flat, vacant land, like Abydos. The haze makes people think they see water. Point Romeo is in Business District 3. Since the view is broken up by buildings, she wouldn't have experienced any weird optical illusions. Haze that reveals new otherworldly places. I think it's clear that we're dealing with something beyond a simple explanation. This is true lore. You can't keep going in so brazenly. Yukino, let Shale handle this. We are special forces. It is our responsibility to know when to retreat from an unwinnable fight, and this is not the time. Rabbits may behave otherwise, but foxes exercise curiosity as well as caution. Cool, that's cool. It goes against my nature to ignore a new rule. Oh, clue. Ignore a new clue. Sensei, please take a look at this. This is the bullet casing that was ejected from when Fox 4 pulled the trigger yesterday. Clearly, she fired a round. The bullet flew towards the target, but we cannot find any bullet traces in the ground. It likely disappeared with the illusion. 50 caliber bullets, especially those shot from an anti-material sniper rifle, distribute a tremendous amount of physical energy. What I mean to say is, if the bullet hit the target and vanished with it, then it is not an illusion. It has a physical form, and therefore, we can defeat it. Before you escalate this mission to another unit, I request one more reconnaissance mission by Fox Squad. Okay, just one more, and I'll be tagging along. Thank you for your accommodation. That's more like it. She's got a point. If they're corporeal, then we can shoot them, explode them, take them down. This is getting a bit too familiar. So, where are we going? Point Romeo again? While I agree that Point Romeo would be best if we sought to replicate the situation, we're hoping for a confrontation. We need a better location. Why? Consider the following. If we start sniping from afar at an enemy that no one else can see, then the civilians would panic. Additionally, there are too many potential casualties in the business district. Yeah, good point. We don't need someone calling Valkyrie on us while we're fighting the Kunekune. That would be unfortunate. If you need help with PR, leave it to me. I'll take responsibility for everything. Denied. We will change the location. No matter the mission, we must minimize any civilian harm. If anyone got caught in the crossfire, that would be on us. Besides, we're not officially pardoned yet. If you intervened, Sensei, the General Student Council President would be in a bind. If you say so. First, let's see if we can observe the haze in a controlled, confined space. Let's look for a secluded area. We'll need extreme airflow with a temperature variance. Got it. I'll check the map. Oh, I have one more concern. How should we approach this? We cannot use our usual method now that we are all aware of the Kunekune. Our usual method? The Kunekune put Otogi in a trance, all because she looked at it. She wasn't listening to us. No matter how chaotic the battle may become, we cannot coordinate if we cannot communicate with each other. What if we need to retreat? What if we break into pairs? One person observes, and the other pulls the trigger. Denied. We are starting from a point of failure. We don't want anyone getting entranced by the Kunekune. In a worst case scenario, all four of us will be incapacitated. How about some protective eyewear? It could help, but Otogi watched through a scope, not with the naked eye, and she was still impacted. Glass or mirrors may not be enough. This is troubling. How are we supposed to not look at them while we're fighting? I guess it's time to call a psychic? How about a local medium? Anyway, light bulb. So, we need to see the enemy without looking directly at them, right? What if we use these? Do you think it'll actually work? Of course. Into darkness. It's hot and dark. Sorry for the trouble, Sensei. Alright, another bound of water. Not only am I talking and reading, but it is fairly muggy. I'm running through my hydration. We are operating under restricted lighting for this mission. We must maintain a blackout environment. While we would have liked to lend you night vision goggles, we don't have any spares. I can see a little, so where are we? This is the underground passage that leads to Shiro Unagi's station's HVAC room. It's muggy because it's sort of a ventilation passage. It's meant to dissipate heat from the nearby buildings. More importantly, it should be a good lure. I'll survive the heat. You all have it much worse. How will the Kunekune show up here? I thought it only came out on clear days. That's very understandable. However, after pouring through the incident reports, I theorize that perhaps the weather isn't a vital factor. After all, during our last mission, we observed something odd. Fox 4 saw the haze, then the Kunekune, and was impacted. Fox 3, who did not see the haze, turned out to be fine. If the Kunekune legend was intended to warn people against heat-related illnesses, then we should be able to find it as long as the area's hot and heat-related haze is observed. And most importantly, this location is far away from any civilians. That's reassuring. By the way, Yukino, I could be imagining it, but you seem very concerned about civilian impact. Perhaps. I certainly do not want to inconvenience innocent people. However, in SRT, we're trained to avoid decisions that could put citizens at risk. Every mission has consequences and collateral damage after all. And SRT consists of special units responsible for the safety of the citizens of Kivatus. If we cannot guarantee the safety of citizens, then there is no point to our work. If you let them go now, they'll come back and it'll be even worse. You want them on your conscience? It's your responsibility. We've inconvenienced the civilians enough. We've failed our duties and we must not increase our debt to the citizens. You're just a kid, a coward. You don't have the guts to own up to what you did. What's happening? What's going on? Even if we think we have a noble cause. I thought I heard something strange. Very well. But no matter what, your safety comes first. I will keep that in mind. This is Fox 2. I've arrived at Point Charlie. The current temperature is 34 degrees Celsius. I can't see clearly because it's dark, but I feel the haze rising above the HVAC pipes. Now 4 more degrees than where you are. Confirmed. Everyone get your gear on. Do not look at the haze without protection. Could this gear you mentioned yesterday be night vision goggles? We don't know how the Kunekune enchants people, but we figured the principle might be similar to my flash shield. It overwhelms the optic nerve. Okay, but don't night vision goggles also get whited out by flashbangs? We'll take what we can get. Night vision goggles are digital. They have limiters, so if they detect a harmful amount of light, they'll automatically shut off. But you're so sure it'll be fine? The goggles will keep us from being enthralled by the Kunekune? Someone has to be brave enough to try it. It may as well be us. Oh, funny. Maybe we should have been called the Canary Squad, so how about the guinea pig? What's the matter, Fox 4? Are you already scared? No, I'm ecstatic. Awaiting orders. Let's secure an entry point. Fox 4 requesting target's coordinates. Got it right away. Do we see their sprites? Do their sprites change? Confirming heat source at bearing 085 from Point Romeo. Multiple hazes clocked above the HVAC piping. Coordinates are... what? Adjust their distance scaling. The target should be further away. Sounds about right. Fox 2, standing by. I'm seeing a grass field that can't possibly exist in the HVAC room, and beyond the field, I can confirm irregular swaying. Ooh, and the appearance of the white scarecrow. Fox 4, do you read? Are you coherent? Do you know who I am? Don't scream at me like that. Of course I know you, brat. Excuse me, I am not... Fox 1, she's lost it. Mission failed. It appears that Fox 4 is her usual self. She has located the target. Night vision, everyone. Switch to IR mode and check the focus. Oh man, we don't get sprites. Alright. From now on, the foxes own the night. Ooh, combat. Don't test me. What is this gonna look like? Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Oh, whoa. Oh, they're in it. Kurumi. Kurumi couldn't help but just get fucking possessed. Reality is breaking down. Site A, clear. Site B, clear. Final target is confirmed neutralized. The so-called grass field has disappeared. Roger. Mission complete. Lifting blackout measures immediately. Is everyone okay? I don't see a single scratch. What about you, Sensei? Oh, I was just giving orders. I'm perfectly fine. This is my first time working with you in combat, Sensei. It was incredible. That's right. It felt like there was a drone. Nope. Something from even higher up looking out for us. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Thank you very much. This wrapped up so much more easily than usual. I suppose your reputation is warranted. You have an eye for placement and harnessing our talents. I understand why Rabbit trusted you. It's flattering to hear such praise. More importantly, are all the Kune gone? It appears so. I do not detect any haze anomalies. If this means we're fully resolved the lore issue, we have an unscathed scene. Not a single bullet hole. I'm starting to wonder if it even happened. But all that shoot made me feel so much better. It was nice to have something real to shoot at, you know? Even better than when we found the box of unregistered ammo in the armory. Yeah, it was fun. But dealing with it was such a headache. What are you two talking about? Nothing. I was just imagining it. Haha. By the way, where did those shards on the floor come from? I don't see a lot of glass around here. Maybe they dropped in the Kunekune. Is it another trapezohedron? Hey, Fox 4! Yeah, it's another trapezohedron. It's shimmering with a strange hue. Whoa, be careful, you get in trance again. Sorry. I thought it'd be fine since you were watching over me. I can't keep my eyes on you 24/7, okay? More importantly, the view reflected in glass isn't from here, right? Yeah, but it's familiar. It's a grass field, the one the Kunekune inhabits. I guess it's alright. We can look at it safely. Sure, but it's creeping me out. What's going on with the colors? A glass shard reflecting another world. This seems uncanny. This is clearly no ordinary shard. Doesn't the General Student Council President also collect things like this? What, do you think we should bring it to her? This shard. Is something wrong, Sensei? This world found its story rewritten, brutishly and suddenly. Just last night, contradictions are still scattered within the subtext. Investigate, collect, and record them. Could this glass shard be evidence of the contradictions Orwell mentioned? Sensei, could you please hold on this glass shard for now? You don't want to report it to the president? I think you having it is fine. I'm not so sure about anything, but I'm certain I will figure things out in time. Until then, I would like you to make decisions on my behalf. Okay, I'll hold on to it. Yes, now then. Excuse me. I've been nervous too, but now that we've eased up, I'm starting to get hungry. Maybe I should have packed some Inazushi. You know, you can't pack a bento in this weather. We're still in the city. How about we pick up some takeout on the way home? I don't have any cash. It's not like I can flash my student ID card. Finally, it's time for my credit card to shine. What would you like? In that case, I'll take fried tofu udon from the front of the station. You're really gonna waste this opportunity on cheap udon? You should have for something expensive. Yeah, like a double katsudon meal. I can't believe double katsudon is the extent of your imagination. Sensei, can we go to the yakiniku place from last time? I didn't get to try out the grilled beef intestine because I was so full. Of course. Oh, Sensei, you don't have to. Not a problem. SRT has its own missions. Mine is to ensure you're fed well. You really know how to handle a Sensei. In that case, we'll enjoy your treat. We returned to the Yakiniku restaurant and celebrated a successful mission. There's still one more chapter. Rumors and inscrutability. Good news, Squad Leader Yukino. Victims of the White Scarecrow, also known as the Kunekune, have started waking up. Besides complaints of mild muscle soreness, most appear to be in good health. The hospital stated that they do not know why the patient's condition has suddenly improved, but I suspect it is because your Foxwatch successfully resolved the anomalies, correct? President, do you fully trust everything written in our report? Wasn't it written by you, Squad Leader Yukino? Additionally, Shale Sensei vouched for it. So there's no reason not to trust it. As I stated in the report, we were honestly not sure what we were fighting during the mission. Our lore enemies were enigmas from neither clear causes nor clear weaknesses. We simply tried everything we could. Fortunately, we stumbled upon a workable solution. But your attempt at a solution saved countless people. That's not important. No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to imply that I don't care about people. Many mysterious things happened in Kivatos, but to have this number of casualties, people will rightfully want answers. They'll want to know what caused these people to fall ill and why. They'll assign blame and even turn their sights on you. Yukino, can you guess what I'm thinking right now? You think my concerns are unfounded? Nope. Incorrect. It's replica. It's called replica. Right before you came into my office, Oki dropped off some snacks that I've never seen before. This one has sweet, yet somehow nostalgic citrus aroma. The package doesn't say what's in it. I paired it with tea. I was actually thinking about its contents while speaking with you. I must apologize for my absent-mindedness. No, it's fine. I didn't notice at all. I also drift off sometimes. Yes, it is fairly common for something trivial to invade one's thoughts. Children so easily confess things like this, but it is rare among people like us, isn't it? No one wants to be perceived as rude or strange, after all. Ultimately, one doesn't gain much through so openly revealing their feelings. People are wont to hide their emotions, to preserve their relationships. Ultimately, that's what makes it so hard for one person to understand another. Understand another? The Coens? Conflicts are inevitable. I wonder if these anomalies in Kivatos are born from that fundamental barrier in communication. What if there were a way to speak into people's hearts, possibly through something beyond words or text? I don't understand. Are you suggesting that the Kune-Kune was delivering a message? You know it did, Squad Leader Yukino. You wrote in your report, one must avoid outdoor activities on hot days. Just by existing, this Kune-Kune served as an active warning to people who venture outside on a scorching summer day. But people were hurt. Are you saying that the message was worthwhile? In a way, yes. Squad Leader Yukino, I still have some of the snacks I mentioned earlier. Would you like them? If we try this treat and consider its ingredients together, perhaps we will be able to understand each other better. Naked gear. It's so hot. Hey Nico, why are we waiting outside? Can't we wait in the lobby until Yukino's done with her meeting? That's... You're quite brave, Kurumi. We've fought quite a few student council members. Are you willing to risk making eye contact with them? Fine. I get it. We're also on parole. It's probably best to keep a low profile. Just try to bear it. You're tough enough. But seriously, why are we standing in the middle of the plaza like this, in direct sunlight? Can't we at least go to a cafe or get some drinks from the machine? No. Yukino has the credit card. Why does she own the finances? Why? Nico, I thought you handled expenses. Yeah, actually, it's like a... The mission covered our per diem. She said she had to bring the card for the debriefing. You know how she does things by the book. Fine. Whatever. It's so hot. I want to go back to Chalet. Just let me get the underground. I don't care if it's a hidden den. Yeah, that's so. Do you think it's wise, broadcasting in public you live at Chalet? Honestly, it's not like anyone's out here. Who cares? Huh? Aren't you? Look, I was talking about Chalet, but I wasn't saying I live there. I mean, who would? It's an administrative building. What are you talking about? Who is this? Erica. It's been a while, Hyper Raid. Oh, yes. Yep. Hey, everyone. I'm Erica from Gehenna Academy. It's cool to catch you again. Oh, absolutely. What a coincidence. They're making you peddle drinks out here? It must be a long way from Hyacinth's Academy. Yes. And these are my associates. They also sell drinks. Hello? Hello. Oh, right, Erica. Hello. Hello, Erica. We all know what pattern you wear under there, Erica. So, about what happened earlier? I'm sorry. I lied to you. I gave you a fake Momotalk account. I know. I checked on it and you were gone. And then I learned that Hyper Raid didn't exist. Kirara was shaken up. She thought I talked to an electrolyte field ghost. But it looks like you're alive, so that's a relief. I'm so sorry what they did to your character, Erica. Being released as a special student who barely even shows up. Nah, there's nothing to be sorry about. We all have our secrets. I just happened to catch you on a day that you were hiding something. Aren't you upset? Not really. It was no skin off my nose. Honestly, meeting you was fun. I kept thinking, who was that girl? And why was she giving out non-existent drinks? And what's the secret recipe? I spent a few weeks speculating. It was entertaining. I'm sure you had your reasons and didn't hurt anyone. I assume you just know something I don't. A lie requires a lot of dedication, right? Thank you for understanding. By the way, if you're just standing out here, how about we all go to a cafe and hang? And make a mean lemonade. The thing is, we forgot our wallet. I cannot get enough of this expression. Please, consider it my treat. I need to know one thing, if you don't mind. What should we do, Nico? I think she's on to us. Should I throw a smoke bomb and we make a run for it? You better not. What was in that drink anyways? That Hyper Raid? I wanted my friends to try it, but nothing in the stores comes close. Well, that's easy. Mix 500 milliliters of water with some Beluga vitamin tablet and... Stop spilling the beans! She said she wants us to buy us a drink. Keep your negotiating power. You seem like a fun bunch. Let's get to the cafe and out of the sun, huh? Yes, you're right. After all, it's dangerous to stand in the sun on a hot day like this. I actually never got around to watching this. Inmate 1192 is here, as requested. Come in. Who's 119? Is that Kaya? It is Kaya. Oh, there it is on her shirt. It's been a while, Chief of Defense. No, Shiranui Kaya fits you better. You are. I have been fully informed of what happened while I was away. You staged a coup while acting President Nanagami Rin was ousted. While I'm also responsible for causing chaos in Kivatos, your actions almost put an end to the General Student Council. Which is why I wanted to hear your testimony before the trial. Kaya, why did you seek the position of General Student Council President? Wait, you? Who are you? Excuse me? Do you not recognize me, Kaya? There are 3 people who don't recognize her? Or 3 people who are not fooled by her? I've never met you in my life. Why are you wearing the General Student Council President's uniform? Did you stage a coup? A successful one? How? Since it seems you're not understanding, please allow me to introduce myself. I am the head of the General Student Council, an entity governing Academy City Kivatos. What are you talking about? I served the General Student Council president. I knew her. She was a friend of mine. You are not her. I'm surprised they're going with this comedy music. Sure, you have poise. You're even styled similarly. But you're completely different. The real General Student Council president is more elegant and approachable. She even had a whimsy to her. But that fallibility made her more perfect. How dare you talk to the General Student Council president like that? Oh, what? Did she bribe you? Anyone's eyes could see the difference. She still is a spork. When the real General Student Council president comes back, you, Shalai, Sensei, and Rin, you'll all... And fucking... My apologies, General Student Council president. It appears that she's forgotten herself. She's had a very long sentence after all. Thank you for your service, Kaya. Oh, thank you for your service. Kaya and I will meet later, when she's feeling well. I won't fail again. Alright, well, I was never a big Kaya fan, but that one was kind of funny. That was pretty funny, in a good way, not in a you are fucking incompetent kind of way. Do I truly seem so different? Continued in chapter 2. It's all wrapped up. Hey, Fruelink. Kaya redemption arc? I guess so. A full white Zentai suit? Oh my god, SRT Academy had always had weird rumors surrounding it. I've heard that they have a whole arsenal of secret weapons that General Student Council previously banned, and this one's weird. They've been seen fighting over expired bento from a convenience store because they're undersupplied. Someone's mad. Are you an SRT student or something? Firepower? Is that Moe? Discards? Oh boy. Why does anyone have to be fair when it comes to bad guys? Would you rather them go in guns blazing and cause property damage and citizen casualties? Seeing as you're disparaging SRT for keeping the pace and trying to defend criminals, you must be a criminal. Oh, SRT's on our side here. Okay, maybe firepower isn't Moe. Jesus. Enter username here. Why are there laggy wide lore instance? Is that a virus? Well, the addition of this through link really nails home that Act 2 is about rumors and mysteries. I want fried chicken. Lost Raccoon, Mayoi Tanuki. Really asking the real questions. Sukiten Market. It's Nico! Did anyone go to Sukiten Market around lunch today? There was this really cute girl giving out drinks. Maybe just like the model doing advertising? I didn't have time to stop and talk to her, but I'm regretting not at least getting the drink. I know this. It must be in the next part. It must be in chapter 2. Memento Amores. She's super cute. I feel like I've seen her somewhere. Maybe she was a reader model before? She's so familiar. 30 Celsius. That's Hanako right there. We have locked in our roster. In particular, Miss Ito, who just returned from the oh yeah, she took her spot back. All right, cool. On a goat. Concrete pudding? I could be imagining things, but does anyone else think a lot of weird stuff has been happening since the General Student Council president returned? Missing students, mysterious sightings, and inexplicable experiences. I'm not trying to say anything against the president. It just seems like something's changed, and not in a good way. Alright, cool. Completely caught up on that, including the little messages. Oh, let me get this real quick. Thank you. Give me that. Well, that's a good way to end the night. On a PvP loss. Alright. Now I can call it a night. I'm a little tired. Let's just... yeah, let's do it like this. Yeah, alright. We're gonna end it here. I'm calling the stream. Get ready for bed. I am looking forward to chapter 2. Bye-bye.